Hi everybody, it's Brooke and we're back with another episode of Southboro Wellness, Celebrate Southboro Women. We have another awesome woman here with us today and she's doing fabulous things in town, so I'm super excited to chat with her. Her name is Jessica Devine. Jessica, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you. Tell us how long you've been in Southboro, first of all.
Wow, it's going to be 15 years in January, so
That's
been
great.
for a long time, yeah.
And you have kids in the schools here?
Yes, I have a daughter going to 8th grade and a daughter going into 5th grade.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 girls.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that with my boys at home. Okay, so tell us about what it is that you're doing in the community.
Sure. I'm working at Chestnut Hill Farm, which is a nonprofit farm here in Southboro, owned by a huge conservation organization called the Tues.
Okay.
And we have all sorts of cool things like our Farmstand, which is open to the public. Not everybody knows that. You do not have to be a member of the trustees to come shop on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We do lots of fun events like Friday farm dinners. We have 3 more this season people could come to. We have events for kids and toddlers and preschoolers. So I do all the planning of those events. I put on those events and market those events. So it's a big job and I love it, and that is what takes up all my time nowadays.
Yeah. That's really exciting though, and
Yeah.
what a thing to offer to the community. The farm, it's so great that we have that right in Southboro.
It is, and I think part of my goal over the next year is going to be to get the word out. Because people drive by the farm and think, oh, it's just a farm, maybe they provide food to local businesses or, Stop and Shop or whatever, but no, it's actually using all organic methods and we're going to be certified organic. Yeah, we're going to be certified organic for our produce this season. And we, it's all sorts of seasonal produce that is available to the community. We give other produce produce that is extra, we give to the Southboro Food Pantry. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the farm is awesome, and we sell a lot of community products in the farm stand. So that's really cool too. A lot of like women-owned businesses, small little businesses that people do their create interesting spices or dressings or whatever that go great with our products, and we sell those in the farm stand too.
So tell me, you have the CSA, correct?
Right.
And so you can be a member to that, and then each week you go and pick up the vegetables, you pick up what you want. But then if you're not a part of the CSA, you can also go and shop the farm stand.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's 2 options there, and you can just go and pick up the vegetables you happen to need for that day or fruit.
Exactly. That's what I did last year, because last year I came on too late to join the CSA. It sells out every year, so I just shopped at the farm stand, and this year I'm part of the CSA. And it's really cool actually, because I was hesitant to join at first, because I'd done CSA before and you would just be given a box of vegetables and go home and try to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
Our CSA is like a market, so you get your basket and you pick out what you want. So if you don't eat kohlrabi or you don't eat bok choy, don't take it. Take extra tomatoes or cucumbers or whatever you eat. So my family really likes that, because I don't come home with a whole bunch of stuff that people won't eat.
Yeah, that was great for me too, because you don't get just a box of whatever anyone picks for you. You can pick and choose what you want, which is wonderful. But also it allows you to try new things too.
Yeah, it does. Like I discovered I love kohlrabi. I've
Yes.
never even seen it before, and it's awesome. I love it. It tastes like a mild radish.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good to know that there's the option to just stop by and shop without being a member of the CSA.
Yeah.
And you said Tuesdays?
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, it's 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay, and that's where you also have the local products as well.
Exactly.
Which is awesome. And do they still do pick your own flowers? And
yes.
Yeah, I haven't. This has been a crazy summer, but I know they usually do and pick your own herbs. And
yes,
too,
pick your own herbs.
Fabulous.
Cherry tomatoes, probably this coming week will be open, and that's again not only for the CSA. As long as there's plenty for the public, that's open to the public too. I think we have lots and lots of beans right now, not just green beans, but very cool like dragon beans, I think they're called, which are very fun. And they,
oh my gosh, the green beans that come right off of the...
Oh, they're incredible. My kids just like scarf them.
Yes, and the kids, there's so many moms with kids that go and they love to pick the flowers, and it's great.
Yes,
it's just such a neat thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get involved in you just recently got involved with the farm, but you've been doing this marketing type things. How did you get involved in that, and why do you continue to do what you're doing? Tell us about that.
I started out way back when as a copywriter for in a small internal agency, and as I did that, I kind of branched out a little bit more into marketing and helping businesses on the side, like with their messaging. I got into social media, and then all that kind of came together, and I had my own business. And Chestnut Hill Farm is one of my clients. And then this year, as of April 1st, they convinced me to come on as a part-time employee. So I'm only working at Chestnut Hill Farm right now. And that's, definitely enough to keep me busy.
I'm sure. With 2 kids at home.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
With 2 kids at home.
2 kids at home. And I'm on school committee too, the K-8 school committee in town. So this past year was my first year on that. And it was a year of learning. It's a lot to understand budget and working with I'm on the policy subcommittee, which sounds so incredibly boring, but it's not. It's actually where the change happens, and probably the main reason I want to be on school committee. So we're rolling out actually this year new homework guidelines, which are, recommend, for example, that kindergarten and first graders do not have homework except for reading. All based on tons of research. We had a very hard-working committee of parents and teachers and people the previous year who did a big study and released all their findings, and then we all got together, came up with these guidelines that Greg Martineau really wrote, and the school committee looked at, and we're like, yes, this makes total sense, let's do this, and the teachers are on board and administration's on board, so that's a very cool thing. Very excited about that. Did a lot with school safety, and of course the Start School Later movement that's happening right now. It doesn't affect K-8 quite as much, but it could with busing and things like that, so we're on top of that too.
Well, that actually sounds exciting, but you're right, when you first said the policy committee,
You're
I was
like, snoozer.
God bless you. Thank you for doing that.
I know, but it's actually very cool.
That's awesome.
It's where I think people can really make a difference.
Yeah, and I would say thanks, and I'm sure a lot of other people would too, that you take the time to donate, because it's a volunteer position, right? And it's probably pretty time consuming, so.
It is. There's a lot more meetings than I
taking
expected.
But
they're good. I mean, it's, we're doing a little mini retreat with the administration before school starts. I think Greg Martineau was our assistant superintendent last year. He's our new superintendent this year. I think he's going to be fabulous. So I think we're going to have some really good things happen in the next few years.
Well, we appreciate you donating your time and taking the time to do it, because it makes it better for us and our kids.
Yeah,
so we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
So you mentioned before we started the interview that you were going to have a blog coming up at some point. You should look for that. About the school committee thing.
It's a school committee. It's my blog personally. Like, I can't say it's a school committee blog. It's my own blog. I spent the year putting it together. It took a long time to actually put together, as probably people with small businesses know. And I had to make sure I was following all the rules and that I'm not gonna do anything I'm not supposed to, and now I'm ready to go. So as we start meeting this coming year, I'll start posting updates in like real world language, quick updates, bullet points, here's what we covered, so our community can stay on top of what's going on. Yeah,
really fabulous. So when you get that going and you have the link, make sure you let us know so we can pass that on to other people. Okay, so we're going to, at the end of this, or on our Facebook and website and Instagram, you'll get the links to everything that Jess is doing. We won't have the links yet for her blog, but as she gets it up and running, we'll get that out there to you guys too. Before we wrap up, the last question we always ask is, in this crazy, busy world, as stressed out as we all are, and knowing how important stress management is to overall health, do you have any feedback on what you like for stress management, or what you enjoy?
I am a big gardener. I love to dig in the dirt, usually it's at home, but even at the farm too. We have a little children's garden that we started that needs weeding desperately. We need volunteers at the farm, so if you're interested in helping with the fence or helping with our garden or anything like that, you can always get in touch with me. But gardening is my big thing. And then just hanging out with my kids and my family. We are big movie watchers. We try to have a family movie night once a week.
That's great, especially funny movies you can laugh at.
We have lots of inside jokes from watching all the Marvel movies or whatever together, so it's fun.
Great, thank you for that feedback. One last thing before we wrap up. I want to touch back because you mentioned volunteers. So Chestnut Hill Farm is a not-for-profit.
Yes.
So that means you guys need lots of volunteers, and it
We do.
sounds like you specifically, even with some of the work you're doing with the marketing piece, you could use volunteers.
Yes,
Is that
I
right?
could, yes,
So
it's true. I mean,
let
we
us
need
know
help.
what you have a need for, and
Yeah.
hopefully if someone's interested.
That'd be great, especially with
Yes.
events. I mean, the farm always needs, on the farming side, they need volunteers to help with that. But on the event side that I manage, we absolutely need people to like help out at farm dinners, which is great because you get a free meal, you get to try all the food.
That would be lovely.
Help out with kids programs, especially if you have already been Corey checked and all that.
Yep.
You know, people who already work in the schools and stuff, it's perfect for them. I mean, we always need help. People don't really understand that it's a nonprofit and that
Yeah, that's
all the money
important to
we
know.
bring
I
in-
don't think
No,
I
people don't
realized that
know.
until you just said it earlier.
Yeah,
So
so all the money that we bring in goes right back into the farm. It's not, you know, making anybody rich, or not that anybody who runs a farm is rich, but
yeah.
you know, it's not going into somebody's pocket. It's
Yep.
going back into the farm. So
Okay, so if somebody's interested in, like she said, volunteering, well, there's many things to volunteer, but specifically with you, events, kids things,
Yeah.
things like that, should they get in touch with you directly?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so we'll give links to how to get
Sure.
to you on all of our feeds as well.
Yeah.
So, all right, anything else that I missed? Anything else you'd like to share with us?
This is great. I'm excited to get the word out about the farm. You know, hopefully people will spread the word when they come to an event and love it, or even just come to the farm is open to the public every single day, so dawn to dusk. So
Awesome.
people should come by and see it.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming,
Thanks
Jess.
for
It was great
having
having
me.
you. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks.